What's up everybody, my name is Pete. Welcome back to the Boat Breaker channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Today we have some sad news. We're gonna be talking about the tsunami that was triggered by the 8.8 magnitude earthquake in Russia. We are a cruise-based channel, so I wanna talk about how this affected the cruise industry. Warnings and alarms triggered throughout Hawaii, Japan, Alaska, and the West Coast. That's crazy and it's very, very scary. Maritime 101. Maritime advises ships to sail into deep water, 180, 200 feet deep, to avoid the effects of a tsunami. So what happened yesterday? Why did I even decide to make this news article? Norwegian Cruise Line's Pride of America in Hilo, Hawaii. It departed around 4 p.m. local time, 2 hours early, leaving 300 to 600 passengers behind on land during the tsunami alert. What? There were many reports of families being split up, groups stuck at high school shelters, or scrambling for hotels amid traffic jams in the beat of Hawaii just to get safe. Now, some context, some other cruises. Royal Caribbean's Quantum of the Seas off Alaska, passengers described frantic onboard hours, but the ship remained at sea until advisories lifted, safer than staying near the shore. The Norwegian Cruise Line case, where passengers on shore excursions were left behind, versus Royal Caribbean's handling in-sea protocol. Now, I don't know if that's because Royal just happened to not be in port, but I was following a lot of the news because I didn't know anybody on a cruise ship at the time. I was following a lot of news on Facebook. So, tsunami update from Hawaii. Just an update on the tsunami. The cruise ships have left port in Honolulu to go deeper out to sea, leaving behind many passengers. Those passengers left behind are being told to move to higher ground. The issue is the emergency alert came out and they still allowed our tour buses to continue on taking us on the tour instead of calling us back to the ship. If they had reacted in a timely manner, we would have been safe and sound on the ship right now. This is coming from someone that got left. I'm hoping to hear about Luminosa up in Alaska right now, hoping my family is okay on that one. I can't imagine separating with some family, being on the ship and some on the island. That's absolutely terrifying. I'm on the Royal Princess right now in Alaska and saw that ship yesterday in Juneau. We were in the Skyway today and all these ports are in inlets, so we should be safe. I'm more worried about the Seattle and the port getting damaged before we return. That's a good point. All this tsunami action and destroying ports, then where does that leave the passengers trying to go back to those home ports? I saw a group of 10 scrambling to try to find a place to go. They ended up at their excursion tour guide's ex-wife's house because no hotels would take them. That's insane. Their tour guide's ex-wife's house because no hotels would take them. Holy moly. For all those on the Pride, July 29, 25, that didn't make it back to the ship, we just left dock and received this text from NCL. Urgent information from Norwegian Cruise Line. Due to tsunami warning issued by the state of Hawaii, Pride of America will be departing immediately as directed by the Department of Transportation. If you are not in the vicinity of the port, seek higher ground and follow the direction of the local authorities for your safety. This precautionary measure is being taken to ensure the safety of our guests and our crew. Our onboard team will keep you informed of any additional updates or changes. That's literally giving me goosebumps. They're just like, they didn't even give them a chance. They're like, yo, if you're seeing this, find higher ground. That's literally bone-chilling news. Like, my heart would sink. I can't imagine going on vacation and then having this just hit you. It's one of the worst things ever. Jeez. Passengers on cruise ships are reporting that their ships left them on the island, telling them to seek higher ground, while the ships departed early to seek shelter behind the islands and ride the possible waves out. To be honest, I'd rather be on the ship, leave me and seek higher ground, but you know that will be one hell of a ride on the cruise ship. So some people are saying they would have rather stayed behind, but I don't think they understand that cruise ships are probably one of the most safest places to be during a tsunami as long as they find the right area in the ocean. This is crazy to me, and I think cruise lines have to start taking accountability. Do you guys remember the poop cruise? Did you see the documentary on the poop cruise? They slipped into the documentary. They showed the terms and conditions if you die. It's not on them if you die. I want you to picture one thing for me. I want you to picture you're on a cruise, because if you're watching this, you're probably taking cruises. If not, cruises are great. Don't worry about this. But you are on a cruise and you're going on that tour of the Mayan temples or wherever. Obviously, this didn't happen in the Caribbean, but you're going to take that excursion that you really wanted to take. You paid for it. You went through the right way. You know, you take the excursion. Midway through the excursion, you're hearing some chatter. People over here getting news. People over here. Your tour guide hasn't said anything yet. He hasn't turned around to bus. Next thing you know, you're looking for somewhere to stay. You're at your tour guide's ex-girlfriend's wife's house. Wait, ex-girlfriend? I don't even know if I just said that right. I'm going crazy. And this is all because the cruise line was like, peace. We have to protect our $900 million, $1 billion asset, and we are out. I know what they said. I read it. They have to protect their staff and the remaining guests on board, so they have to take off as soon as possible to reduce the amount of casualties, God forbid, right? But I still think it's wrong. Like, what is the standardized protocols? It looks like nobody knew what was going on. Alarm systems, isn't their job to have some safety protocols for disasters? Like, I don't usually carry my phone when I'm off the ship. So, and also there's no service, and I don't, you know, if we're in another country, I don't have my phone because I don't have service. And I bring my camera with me because I take pictures with my camera on my vlog camera, but I don't have my phone. So shouldn't they have like shore staff or local alarms or some outreach system in case like passengers are stranded? I don't know. I don't think it should be my responsibility to come up with a protocol system for something that can happen and will happen again. You know, they said the last earthquake of this size happened in 2011. I mean, it's a long time ago, but that just means there will be another one. So to summarize, this wasn't a freak accident. This was officials ordering commercial vessels to get out of port and get back in the sea, right? Doesn't matter if they had passengers off. These were orders that came down the chain. It's unsettling, but those are the facts. And as of right now, today's the 30th, doesn't look like anything bad has happened just yet. Is it fair that billion-dollar cruise lines can legally comply with protocols while abandoning hundreds of passengers? Not a few, hundreds. The one article, or the one source I should say, said 300 to 600 passengers were left behind to find shelter while alarms are going off on the island saying we're about to get hit with a tsunami. You guys seen these movies before. It's just like that, like a tsunami coming and hitting the island and you have nowhere to go and you're split from your family. Like, this will be a documentary. Trust me when I say that. This will be some sort of movie or some sort of documentary. So I want to hear from you guys in the comments. That's really all I have in the video. Do we demand structured protocols? Like, what's stopping this from happening a month from now and the same thing happening, but this time you're getting left on your cruise? I cruise 6-7 times a year sometimes, and I'm scared. Like, this could happen at any time. Like, you know, you're at the club one night or you're doing the wobble, and then you come back and you're not doing the wobble because a tsunami hit, you know? I will continue to provide updates for this, so stay tuned. Thank you guys for tuning in for this week's video. And again, this was crazy. I hope everybody out there is safe. If you were on one of these cruises or this happened to you and you were in the midst of it or you have family, please comment down below. Give me some sanity here. Like, let me know that you're good, the family's okay, families are back together. And then let's fight these cruise lines, because I don't think that's fair.